WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday morning. I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikamoni. Thanks for waking up with us on Local 4 News this morning. Joe, with meteorologist Zane Satry. Zane, another nice day for us yesterday, but when do we have that rain coming our way?
Yeah, the rain, the good news is that won't be arriving for a while today. The main thing we'll have to worry about this morning is not what I'm about to show you here. Temperatures are fine, middle and upper 30s, but there's a little bit of fog across parts of the area this morning. Some low clouds been moving in. Can't see too much of the district of Rock Island there and the river off in the distance, or what you would be able to see usually. Only a light breeze this morning, so fog has been moving in slowly but surely. Visibility's pretty low to start off the day. 4 miles here in the Metro Quad Cities and definitely less than a mile in some spots down off to the south. So accordingly, dense fog advisory has been issued by the National Weather Service until 10 o'clock this morning. Then that'll go away. The fog will gradually lift. We'll see a little bit of sunshine later on today. Temperatures will rise all the way through the 30s, 40s, and into the upper 50s, so definitely will be warmer. Now, that rain you mentioned, that's coming along later on tonight. We'll talk more in depth about that, plus more rain chances later this week ahead in the full forecast.
All right, also coming up, a deal is reached on a $2 trillion economic stimulus package. What businesses and individuals will be getting in those benefits.
Plus, hospitals in Illinois are bracing for an increase in coronavirus patients. How the hospitals are adjusting to handle it.
And people in the Quad Cities finding ways to help each other during the pandemic. What creative ideas are connecting the community? That's in about 30 minutes. But we begin with developing news overnight. Help is coming in the fight against the coronavirus pandemic. The Senate has reached a deal on a $2 trillion economic stimulus package that'll help American workers and businesses. The agreement comes as cases of the virus continue to climb while the country is on pause. Skylar Henry has the latest from Capitol Hill.
After days of intense discussions, the Senate has reached a bipartisan agreement on a historic relief package for this pandemic.
To all Americans, I say, help is on the way, big help and quick help. We're going to take up and pass this package to care for those who are now caring for us.
The Senate will likely vote on a bill later today, then send it to the House. President Trump must sign it into law before the funds start flowing.
It provides $500 billion in loans for big businesses, nearly $400 billion in grants and loans for small businesses.
This package will be the single largest Main Street assistance program in the history of the United States.
The bill includes a one-time cash payment for most working Americans, up to $1,200 for individuals, $3,000 for the average family. It also expands unemployment insurance from 26 weeks to 39 in most states, boosting benefits by $600 a week.
Easter is a very special day for many reasons, and what a great timeline this would be.
The Senate reached the deal on the relief package hours after President Trump said he wants the country up and running by Easter. Coronavirus cases in the U.S. continue to accelerate as more people are tested. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
News that a deal was close sent stocks soaring yesterday. The Dow gained more than 2,200 points, about 11%. That's his largest day one percentage since, or rather one day gain since 1933.
Now taking a look at the local impact the coronavirus is having right now. Iowa reports its first death. Governor Kim Reynolds' office says the person was between 61 and 80 years old and lived in Dubuque County. Iowa reported 19 new cases yesterday as well. That brings the state's total to 124. 2 new cases were from Muscatine County, both older adults. Cedar County has its first case now. That patient is also an older adult.
And those 2 new confirmed cases in Muscatine County brings the total there to 5, one of the highest in our area. And that's leaving some people there concerned. Local 4's Josh Vincent joins us live now in our newsroom. He spoke with Muscatine's mayor. So Josh, what is her message to people there?
Hey, good morning, Redrick. Yeah, I spoke with Mayor Diana Brodesson on video chat about the climate there in her city. She told me similar to other places, there are those who are rushing to the stores, buying everything in sight, but she is strongly urging people not to do that. Nevertheless, she says people there in her city and really the county as a whole of Muscatine are scared.
People are worried. Certainly they want to make sure that they don't get it, and people also are apprehensive about getting back to their normal lives. We do have 5 cases in Muscatine County currently. And so there's worry about where were those people? Did I come into contact with them? Did I shop with them? And so everybody has a lot of questions right now.
The mayor says she understands why people feel that way. That is why she's trying to be as communicative as possible, giving daily updates on social media. Additionally, she says, though there is not an order for people to stay at home, she encourages people to do what is best for them. And if that means staying in place, she says, just do that. As for now, reporting in the newsroom, Josh Vinson, Local 4 News. Alexandria.
All right, Josh, thank you for that update. Well, the Rock Island County Health Department now confirms a second person test positive. He's a man in his 70s. He's being treated at a hospital here, but no other information is being given. Whiteside and Joe Davies County still have one case each.
Illinois as a whole now reporting 250 new cases yesterday and now has 1,535 statewide. 4 more people died in the latest update. They include a man from Chicago in his 50s, 2 people from Cook County in their 60s, and someone in DuPage County who was more than 90 years old. The death toll for Illinois is now up to 16. Now the 200+ hospitals across the state are racing to build out enough bed space to prepare for a worst-case scenario of tens of thousands of patients. The state is setting up emergency overflow triage tents. Hospitals are also taking steps to stop elective surgeries, expand telemedicine, and build out the unused space they have right now. Still, hospital executives say that won't be enough to treat everyone if they don't get the supplies they need.
We have seen with this infection, staff getting sick themselves, an entire workforce is being cut in half in a 2 or 1 day period. We have physically transformed our hospital to address these needs. We've expanded our emergency department. We've transformed entire units into COVID hospitals, like mini units that are designed to take care of patients, specifically with this disease.
Governor Pritzker announcing yesterday the White House promised FEMA would send more than 300 ventilators.
Well, hotels could soon start handling part of the hospital overflow. The Chicago mayor is now renting 1,000 rooms in 5 hotels in case hospitals run out of room. These hotel rooms wouldn't be for critical patients, just patients with mild conditions. The number of rented rooms could double by the end of the week.
Now to the global impact of this disease. More than 423,000 people have tested positive worldwide. Almost 19,000 are now dead. China has had the most cases of any country and the most recovered. Italy has seen the most deaths with more than 6,800. The United States follows with the 3rd most positive cases, more than 55,000. More than 800 people have died in the U.S.
An update on the new I-74 bridge now. Construction is on hold after a worker tests positive for coronavirus. The business manager for the union workers says he found out from a contractor, Lunda Construction, about the employee. A situation we looked into again later.
New hospital rules are making things tougher for pregnant women. Mary Roberts from Bettendorf is one of them. She told us her doctor says only her partner can be with her during the birth. Roberts says it will be difficult not having her family in the maternity ward. She's worried the restrictions could still get tighter to the point that she has to go through it alone.
I mean, it's really scary to think that you could go into labor. They might not even allow anyone to go with me. That's like a scary thing too. And being in the hospital with a tiny baby that doesn't have an immune system built up yet, that's like very, very scary that you have to be in the hospital with your child. It's scary.
Roberts is due to give birth in the next 5 weeks.
Well, the time now is 5:08. A woman in Midland working from home found a way to distract herself during break. She's making masks. It takes her 30 to 45 minutes to make one. She wants to make 50 of them to donate to Unity Point Health.
I have friends that are on the front lines in the hospitals, and I just think it's really important that they have the support that they need, especially because they are away from their families during this time. And so this is my little piece that I thought I could do to give back.
Well, she says all the masks she's making are reusable.
Moving away from coronavirus, Davenport police are investigating an armed robbery from yesterday. They were called to the Stop and Shop on West Locust Street just after 1. This was yesterday afternoon. A man showed a gun and demanded cash, then ran off. Local 4 News was on the scene there as police were searching for the robber. That person is still on the run today. Coming up, making the best of a trying situation.
How a DJ here is keeping people on their feet at a social distance. That's in our next half hour.
And coming up as well, we're going to talk about the fog that's spreading across parts of the area this morning, followed by some sunshine and some rain. We'll time everything out ahead in the forecast here on Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Frederick Terry, Alexandria Ikamoni, and meteorologist Zane Satry. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.